trying to hold on to its spots. The other Nike sponsored by the powerful backing of definitely some pride on the line for it. Fever in white, Sparks in gold. Tip is up and controlled by the Sparks. They're getting the offense started here for LA.
Let's see how Rickea Jackson plays in this ball game. She went down with an ankle injury.
Points against the Mercury. Here's the lob into Plum. Nice job by Plum finishing in traffic. First points of the night go to LA.
And the Kelseys will be matching up in this ball game. It's going to be a fun matchup to watch.
Natasha Howard looking underneath Boston Phoenix. They were outscored by 12 at the three-point line against the Mercury. And Alyssa Thomas recording her 7th triple-double of the season.
As she continues to make her case for MVP.
7 on the shot clock. Here's Hamby turning the corner.
And to a
foul away from the basketball against Plum. And Caitlin Clark out of the lineup for the 18th straight game now. The reigning Rookie of the Year.
Has played in 13 games this year. She's had left quad, left groin, left ankle.
Out here early signing autographs for the fans here. Really a sight to see. And it's every arena she goes to as Boston can't get the short jump hook.
LA brings a
Plum the crossover. Cut off there by Howard. They swing it around. Jackson an open look at 3, and that's good. It's a good sign for Rickea Jackson to see the first one go through.
Last 4 games, Rickea Jackson from 3 shooting 57%.
Boston unable to get the bunny there. Rebound chased by Hamby and Boston. Right back to Stevens there. Nice give and go between the two LA bigs.
Azurá Stevens has been quiet as LA. Looking forward to her kind of coming out of it.
Hot start for LA. They've made 3 of their 4 field goals. Here's an errant pass. Chased down by Plum. Plum 1-on-2. Ripped away there by Sims.
Great play by Odyssey Sims. Played the ball.
3-on-3 the other way. Sims the take and finishes the lefty layup.
Stephanie White just encourages Odyssey Sims, just go out there and be yourself.
She says Sims has been exactly what we needed. Her aggressiveness on offense, coming off a 22-point performance against Seattle. Here's Jackson, left of the lane, can't get. Boston looking for Howard. As Stevens Gardner, a little dream shake, right hand jump hook won't go. And the rebound carries. Here's Plum with it in the front court. Plum dancing, the hesitation, tries to attack baseline. Gets into the paint. Her pass is deflected, picked up by Hole. Ahead of the pack is Kelsey Mitchell, all alone, laid up and in.
And that is just vintage Lexi Hall. She just finds the ball.
They've combined for 5 turnovers to start this one. Hamby. The handoff to Stevens. Little screen roll action back to Hamby. That inverted screen roll that LA does so successfully, Mary.
Yeah, they love to get De'Erica Hamby in space and just let her go to work.
Sims attacking baseline. Right, the lift just impacting Indiana. Meanwhile, it's still the other way and stolen right back by Stevens.
Yeah, maybe an overpass by Sims.
Jackson, transition 3, in and out. Boston leading the break the other way, gonna go coast to coast, rejected there by Stevens. Ball pinballed around into the hands now of Alamon. Hamby running up the floor, Hamby at the cup, no, but a whistle and a foul. Coming up with that big stuff there as Hamby is at the line to shoot 2, not first appearance. So Hamby gets them both. 7 points. Here's Mitchell, right back to Boston. And unable to get that one, but follows her on.
Just so important production.
First field goal tonight for Boston. She'd missed her first 5. And another steal here. 5th turnover for LA. Mitchell around the corner. Touch pass over to Boston. Going to back down Hamby. Boston up and under in the lane, finishes with the left.
So Rashawn, what's the message? They're going to let you play and be physical.
The matchups all season long between Boston and Hamby have been physical as Stevens knocks down a triple.
Nobody happier than Lynn Roberts to see Azurá Stevens knock down a 3.
Mitchell up high against Plum. They swing it around. Here's Lexi Hall now, using the Turner screen. Hall puts it on the deck. The reverse flip, no, and Stevens snatches another rebound. Jackson into the front court. Uses the Hamby screen. Jackson down the lane, leading with that right hand, gets the layup to go.
This crypto crowd all season long. Number 4 overall pick a year ago.
And Jackson now past the 1,000-point mark in her. Jackson against Mitchell, right back to Hamby. Spins into traffic, the kick out Alaman, open for 3, and she got it. Her first points in 3 games. Julie Alaman is going school.
Game back on the 15th of the month.
Sims, the crossover down the paint, the floater good. Odyssey Sims against her old mates, gets her second field goal. Stevens, high, low, Hamby, nice catch, nice finish.
And why did that happen? Because you've got to respect Stevens. It brings all the pressure up, and the dump on the release, low by Hamby.
Already the second helper for Stevens here tonight. Cameron Brink and Ray Burrell going to be checking in next time there's a stoppage for LA. Here's Turner in traffic, and she gets it. Under 3 minutes left in this first quarter, and we're going to have a foul away from the basketball.
At floor, and while Indiana is 6th in the league standings, the Sparks are currently in 9th, just 1 spot out of the playoffs. Talking to De'Erica Hamby as a leader on this team, she says this group doesn't need any big speech or team meeting. They understand what's on the line. She pointed to the team's winning record in August. She said, we have to stay in our priorities. Right now, it's about staying confident in what we're good at and putting not putting too much pressure on ourselves, Rashawn.
Good stuff, Nikki. Yeah, talking to both of these teams. Nothing needs to be said. They both know what they're playing for. 8 on the shot clock. Stevens just knocked down a triple her last time down. Out to Alaman for 3. That's off the back rim. Powers into the game for Indiana. Here's Powers knifing down the lane, and Powers getting the layup.
What a job this Indiana franchise has done going out and finding players to just fill gaps. No Arie McDonald, a broken foot. Sophie Cunningham, a torn MCL. Sid Colson, torn ACL. Caitlin Clark, limited for so much of this year. The fact that they're still competing and right there for a playoff spot.
Incredible. You got to give Steph White and her staff so much credit. Here's Plum. What a pass underneath, and Brink hounded.
She not coming back. And here in LA, that same conversation was going on for so much of the beginning of this season about Cameron Brink. People would say, well, she had surgery this many months and that many months and this many days. From Indiana as well on Caitlin Clark.
And that's how it has to be, right? You definitely don't want to rush your players, so especially your young centerpieces, right?
Exactly right.
For Indiana, Brink for LA is Mitchell doing what she does.
Is there an answer for that quick first step?
5-point game here. Here's Jackson back into the ball game. Her 3-pointer tip is short. And the rebound falls right into the lap there of Turner. Here's Powers. Lost the handle, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul here against LA. Foul.
Great, thank you, Kelsey. Of course.
Thank you, Nikki. Thanks to Kelsey for stopping. 31-24, Sparks in front. We're going to have a foul away from the basketball. Here's Powers. Attacking baseline, tried to thread the needle there. Saved into Dantas. Working against the rookie Barker, and Dantas off the back heel. Offensive rebound, Turner. Mitchell left alone for 3. High arcing shot won't go, but another offensive rebound here for Indiana. Seven on the shot clock. Powers working against Jackson with 5, with 4. The turnaround jump shot won't go. And a rebound there for LA. Boston backing down Brink. Cross-court pass over to Powers. Dumps it down low to Howard. 4 on the shot clock. Howard flips it out. Baseline J, and that's good from Boston. So you get 4 bites of the apple, man.
You better come away with some points.
Indiana certainly does so there. Fever within 5. And we're going to have a foul on this end of the floor going against LA. Foul charge to Cameron Brink. Her to Sims. Approaching 8.5 left before intermission. Hall Takes the handoff over to Boston against Brink. Backs her down, skip pass over to Sims. 3 on the shot clock. Sims with 2, and Sims gets raked in the face there. We've seen her go down and come up time and time again. Has
Beautiful pass.
And a nice pass underneath there, and Boston right at the doorstep. Hamby going to check in next time there's a stoppage for LA. We have a foul away from the basketball. Let's go. Ball inbounded to Alaman. 8 minutes left here in this first half. Jackson steps into a 3. That won't go. Rebound Sims. Powers. Catch and shoot 3. That one spins off. And Hamby there for the one-armed rebound. Plum dances into a 3. Can't get the bounce. Rebound Howard. Both teams trying to find their offensive rhythm here in this second quarter. This is going to be offensive. It's going to go against Boston underneath. It'll be LA basketball with De'Erica Hamby. Physical.
Yeah, they both use the same words. But they do enjoy playing against each other.
And they get after it each and every time. Jackson. Top of the key now, Alaman. Shot clock under 10 for LA. Hamby wants it, working against Howard. Dribbling baseline for its first points of this second quarter. As 3 minutes have gone by. And we're going to get a foul here against Hamby.
And again, a call that could go.
Powers trying to dump it under chemistry. Here's Plum using the high screen. Plum darting to the cup. And the Sparks get on the board for the first time here in this second quarter. LA's lead is 5. Sims spinning against Van Loo. Sims the floater. Oh, what a shot there by Odyssey Sims.
Just going to work.
Plum has the baseline, gets in the paint. The kick out, Hamby straightaway 3. Back heel, can't get the bounce. Z goes in there and fights for the rebound. Kicks it out to Plum. Second attempt, that won't go. And pop. Hole, mid-range J, short. And Boston the offensive rebound. Powers down the lane, the runner won't go. Rebound tipped off the backboard, and Plum able to corral it. LA looking to push. Bounce pass, Hamby in the paint. We're going to get a blocking foul here again. LA started this game on a 7-0 run. Indiana has never led in this one. That pass goes off the backboard. Here's Van Loo. The pitch ahead to Burrell. Working against Ho. Oh, what a move. Crossover by Burrell in deep, no. But she gets the whistle. Within the first minute of action in the season opener at Golden State. Missed a bunch of time, and since she's been former first-round pick out of the University of Tennessee. So Burrell 6. And look out. Almost thought we were playing Ring Around the Rosie here, Mary.
Yeah, school did just start.
Mitchell, meanwhile, doesn't let it deter her.
And that's not something you see every day.
I think clearly there was some
telling your team, hey, we won the first quarter, we need to win the second here, but also realizing the advantage they have over the Fever in transition, saying let's continue to push the pace, but also move the ball sidelines and move off the ball as well, guys.
Thank you, Nikki. Odyssey Sims getting the transition bucket there for Indiana. One possession game here. Burrell being hounded here by Powers. Flips it behind her to Hamby. Shot clock at 9. Ball's loose. Van Loo tries to save it. Right in the hands of Howard. Here's Howard. Shovels Sims right at the doorstep, and she gets it off the window.
Howard with a little bit of Magic Johnson showtime there with the shovel pass.
And their presence felt. Plum, the reverse layup is good. That's just the third field goal of the quarter for LA. They got
and Vegas, when they go on the road, they always get great crowds.
Here's Mitchell, a nice cut, but can't finish. But there's a whistle.
A to B contact.
A to B contact.
I love that.
Mitchell in double figures now with 10. They say half left before intermission. Straight away three, that's good. Rakia Jackson, she's got 8.5. Sparks in front by 5.
Again, people wondered if Rakia Jackson could play the three in the WNBA, if she could consistently knock down the three. She has answered that question in a big-time way.
And we're going to get a foul.
The pressure that puts on defenses, because if you start crashing out on her, she's going to put it on the floor and get it.
Jackson. Powers, this is her 3rd free throw attempt as a member of the Fever.
Another
Misses that one there, but an offensive rebound off a free throw here for the Fever. Plum hits the deck. They kick it out. Sims for 3, in and out. Aerial Powers, an offensive rebound. Shovels Sims in the paint, too strong. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Hamby. Hamby falling out of bounds, throws it to Boston. Mitchell for 3, no. And we're going to get a foul here on the rebound. The squad that averages 13 second chance points a game, which leads the WNBA, is Howard.
Defensive Player of the Year in 2019, twice on the all-defensive team. Just a great glue player for this young team.
9 second chance points for the Fever tonight. 26 points in the paint for Indiana. Plum tries the reverse again, and once again it's good for him. The LA lead to 4. Mitchell curling out to Sims. Powers open short corner, shovels Howard down the lane, too strong on the layup. And a shovel here carries into the backcourt, then into the hands now of Howard. Another turnover here for LA. 10th of this half for the Sparks. Under 2 minutes left here in this first half. Mitchell still with it in the lane. Mitchell using the screen and maneuvering off the backboard.
Making LA pay again for the...
Stevens. Plum open for 3, and that's good.
Her first made 3 of the game. 5 different Sparks have knocked down 3-pointers so far.
15 are the Sparks from 3 in this first half. It's been their saving grace. Corner 3, no good there from Howard. Rebound taken by Jackson.
And a clean.
Jackson step back 3, well short. Start this second half. Sims gets it to Boston in the front court. The handoff to Mitchell. Hard hedge there by Hamby. They swing it around Sims. Boston wants it, working against Hamby. The kick out Sims straight away. Puts it on the deck, has a lane to the cup, couldn't get it. Rebound Boston though. Another offensive rebound here for Indiana. Inbounded. Finds Sims and doesn't get it off in time. Alaman uses the screen, the skip pass out to Jackson. Alaman relocates, wide open 3, short, and Hull snags the rebound for Indiana. Hull, the hesitation around Stevens, left it short. Howard there to follow, can't get it, rebound Hamby. Ahead to Jackson. Uses the Stevens screen, pick and pop action. Here's Stevens, backdoor Alaman, has a lane, the layup good. Julie Alaman with 5 points here tonight. They go high-low, and Boston the beneficiary. Usually her cut was premature, however, and here's Sims the other way. And rifles one time. 3-point lead for LA. Indiana has never led in this one. Jackson tried to whip one in there to Hamby, but it's stolen away. 13th turnover of the night for the Sparks. Fever have feasted off of Sparks turnovers tonight with 16 points. Yeah. Here's Boston trying to add to that total when she does. So Leah Boston now with 16. That's the 18th point off of the Sparks turnover. Hamby the crossover. Hamby rejected there by Boston. Sims quickly back the other way. Out to see Sims down the lane. Lefty layup on goal. Rebound Stevens. We're going to have a foul in the backcourt. Jackson. Stevens with it again. Hamby wants it, and we're going to have a foul. And that's how the previous 3 meetings have gone this season. Plum still looking for her first field goal of this half. Kicks it out to Alamont. 5 to shoot. Plum sets her feet for 3. Back heel, rebound Sims. Under 7 minutes left. Here's Hull. Attacking baseline, stops and flips it over her head. And the Indiana Fever have its first lead of the night.
All that contact she took in the Seattle game, just going inside time and time again, is Lexi Hull. Fearless.
Crafty play there by Lexi Hull. That's her first field goal tonight. Pocket pass underneath. Hamby, no. Ball squirted out on her. Rebound Sims.
Great help by Howard.
And Howard dribbles it off her foot. Chased down in the corner. Thrown to Sims. She tries to save it. Sparks led by as much as 10 in that first half. Here's Sims, the runner.
Odyssey Sims is most definitely playing with a chip on her shoulder in this ballgame. What a lift she's given Indiana, just ravaged by injuries at the guard spot.
Alamont, pick and pop with Stevens, lets it fly. That won't go. Right ahead. Looking for Howard, short corner, attacking against
Okay.
Oh, what a spin move there. Spin cycle, rinse, everything there from Natasha Howard.
Boy, did she set this thing up beautifully.
With you on a Friday night. Plum out of the timeout with the 3. Can't get it. Rebound chased in the corner and saved there by Hull. Indiana took its first lead of the game here in this third quarter. They lead it now by 5. It's been a rough go at it offensively for LA. And Indiana been able
Clark to shoot the 3 ball, or Sophie Cunningham, who's out for the year. So they've gone to other things, and that's pressure on the O boards and just doing a better job defensively.
How about Burrell there on the ISO? That stops what was a 10-0 run for Indiana to start this half. Sims right in the shooting pocket, can't get it to go. Hamby running the floor. Working against Howard. The kick out Alamont. Tries to get by Hull. Nice defense there from the former Stanford Cardinal. Burrell hanging off glass, no. Left it back on the floor, no call. Sims quickly the other way, off the window. That won't stay down. Here's Burrell in transition. Attacking against Hull again. Burrell, no. But a whistle and a foul. The line, 69% foul shooter, playing in her 21st game of the season for LA. Join the WNBA. She joins Plum as the only Sparks in double figures. Can't get the second free throw there. Boston, Mitchell, and Sims the game. Mitchell with it now around the Boston screen. Pass deflects to Petty, and we're going to have a legal screen here against Boston to be her 3rd personal. It's a Fever squad that won the Commissioner's Cup championship earlier this season. No team has won the Commissioner's Cup and failed to make the playoffs. Here's Brink on the fall away. That won't go.
Add Caitlin Clark to that and how many games she's missed.
Mitchell off the flare. Rebound Cam Brink. Fanlou, Burrell, Hamby, and Brink for LA. Here's Burrell dribbling in traffic and lost the handle. Boston into the front court. Over to Powers, who's back into the game for Indiana. Powers on the floor with Petty, Turner, Boston as Petty takes the 3. That went too long. Kelsey Mitchell on the floor also for Indiana. 2:40 left. Here's Plum working against Powers. Wild shot. Rebound taken by Powers. Petty leaves it for Powers. Trail 3, and that's good. Ariel Powers now with 9.6 boards off the bench for Indiana. In 3rd Fever here. 4th meeting of the season between these teams. Sparks won the previous 3. Stephanie White says there's definitely some pride on the line for her squad. 4 on the shot clock. Shovel in, the Brink goes off her knee. 16th turnover for LA. Powers using the screen. Picked up by Hamby on a switch. Pass is deflected out of the sky by Burrell. Burrell, step back three. Too strong, rebound Hamby. Hamby across the paint and off the window.
Boy, a bucket LA desperately needed.
You can put a couple of exclamations. Stevens and Barker to check in next time we have a stoppage for the Sparks. 1:22 left in this third. Here's Mitchell. Skip pass to Petty. Swing, swing. Powers catch and shoot three. In and out. Rebound Burrell. Ahead of the pack is Hamby.
Indiana.
1 minute left here in this third. Boston wants it against Brink. Turns and faces. Boston backing her down. Jump hook too strong. Powers had it, lost it. Bodies on the deck, and we're going to get
Add the free throws to that, and it's a saw-off with the second chance and the points off turnovers. This game is going to come down to execution.
Van Loo drifting for three. That won't go. Rebound Hole. Fever outscored the Sparks 13-11. Low-scoring third quarter. And Brink and Boston get mixed up. Here's Mitchell with it. And a travel. Conversely, 20 points off of 17 Sparks turnovers for the Fever. Here's Barker up high. Burrell open for three. In and out, insomnia. Burrell couldn't get that one to stay down. Sims. They kick it out, hole of three.
Big bucket from Lexi Hall.
Fine here for this Fever squad. Brink the spin, the left-hand layup, good. And that top meeting here. Sparks led big in the fourth quarter, but Indiana went on an 18-5 run to make things interesting before LA was able to hold on. Here's Burrell, cut off there by Hole. Bounded to Burrell, attacking baseline. Burrell in deep, too strong, rebound Boston. 8:15 piece. Mitchell has the baseline, takes it, rejected there by Brink. Burrell the other way. They leave her open. She doesn't take the three, instead finds Stevens. Stevens in the paint, on the run. Stevens gets the bounce.
The Brink block gives LA the possession.
First time Stevens has been in double figures in the last 4 games. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell with 5. Mitchell in the corner. Sims with 2. Long heave won't go in the corner. Another offensive rebound here for Indiana. Word away. Jeff Wooten will toss it in the air. Tipped right.
What a pass.
Boston bounce pass. Mitchell couldn't get it. Ball danced on the rim and fell out. Offensive rebound. Sims the runner. Wow, what a sequence there for Indiana.
Really well executed. They don't get the make till the end.
Brink had the lane. Defense converts. She kicks it out. Under 7 minutes left in this one. Burrell using the screen, working against Mitchell in the paint. Burrell, and we're going to get a foul here.
Quiet game for Plum, just 12 points.
Has not scored since intermission. Stevens for 3.
Out of nowhere. It looked like she was just turning around.
Stevens now with 13, a team high for LA. Sims finds a crease and off the window. Odyssey Sims now. Burrell picked up by Boston on a 65-64. Sparks in front. Boston with the touch against Brink. Hands it off Mitchell. Quick trigger 3. That won't go. Rebound Plum. And we're going to have a Stevens attacks the baseline. Pulls up. No. Weak side rebound taken by Hole. Hole into the front court herself. Boston the trailer. Hands it off. Or fakes the handoff there to Sims. Boston still with it. Working against Hamby. The kick out Hole. Touch pass over to Sims, ball loose. Sims gets it off the deck and finds Howard. 5 on the shot clock, Howard with 4. Howard in the paint with 2, falling away, no. Rebound Plum, Fever basketball out of the timeout. Boston looking for somewhere to go, finds Hull. Hull pulls up at the elbow, bounce pass to Boston, has the seal against Hamby and muscles it up.
Yeah, it was over before she even got the possession. All the work done by Boston early.
Double-double for Boston tonight.
Again, 16th of the season.
Indiana by 1. Tight game here in downtown LA. Van Loo, 6 on the shot clock. Hamby with it, straight away 3. Too strong, rebound Howard.
Los Angeles.
Boston underneath, throws it, intercepted to Van Loo. No numbers for LA. Jackson the trailer. Jackson runs into her own teammate there in a travel. Looked like Stevens was trying to set a screen for her. Boston backing down Hamby. Out to Howard between the circles. The handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell hits the deck, ball loose, out of bounds. It'll be LA basketball. Alamon back into the game for LA. Plum up high, shot fake against Mitchell. Plum, 7 on the shot clock. Backdoor Alamon, they left her all alone. And all alone the other end is Boston.
Boston runs the floor. What a delivery.
Just like that, Indiana back in front by 1. Jackson, back to Alamon. Stevens with it up high against Sims. Stevens muscles it up off the window. Count it.
Dude, from Stevens, we don't see that a whole lot.
Old school 3-point play. Stevens now with 16. Sparks in front by 2. Marina. Chant a defense here by the home crowd. Home. Boston wants it. They don't give it to her. Here's Howard. Nice ball fake. The runner from Natasha Howard. Oh, it wouldn't go down. Heartbreak City. Ball loose into the hands of Kelsey Plum. The pitch ahead to Hamby. Loses it on her way up. What a defensive play there by Kelsey Mitchell. Wow. She got her hand right in. Mitchell trying to turn the corner. Cut off there by Hamby. Here's Howard in the paint. Howard maneuvering. Throws it up softly. In and out, but she's going to get a foul here. A whistle. This to tie the game. Can't get it. Rebound Hamby. Knew it would be tight coming in here tonight. Here's Hamby curling.
You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Timeout, Indiana. Here's Odyssey Sims. She's got 16.6 rebounds tonight. Howard. They go down to Boston. Working against Hamby. Kick it out to Hull. Hull puts it on the deck. 5 on the shot clock. Boston spins baseline. No. Ball is loose. Chased by Plum, but she loses it into the 1 possession game. Sims takes it out deep in the corner. Here's Mitchell. Always dangerous with the ball in her hands. Finds Boston free throw line. Boston against Hamby. Jump hook. Gets the soft bounce. Indiana within 1. Plum sets the screen. Here's Alamon turning the corner. Alamon turning on the Jets. You don't see that often. Julie Alamon getting aggressive here offensively. She's got 9. The lead back up to 3. Sims left open for 3. She got it. Odyssey Sims with the triple to tie this one up at 74 apiece. He's got 19. Timeout LA. Big time bucket there for Sims. Stetzer, she finds Hamby. Hamby spins in the paint. Hamby off balance, no. Stevens in there, the offensive rebound, and she's fouled. So there'll be free throws for Azarae Stevens. Stevens at the line. Misses the first one. Got the second one. 1-point game here. So Indiana an opportunity to take the lead. 7 seconds separate the shot clock from game clock. Mitchell step back three. No. Boston, the offensive rebound. Out to Mitchell. Here's Hole curling. Hole down the lane. The kick out Sims. Sims in the paint. The runner good. Indiana in front, 76-75. Odyssey Sims, 5 straight points here. Ball inbounded to Alaman. She hands it off to Jackson. Jackson uses the screen, lost the handle, bounce pass to Plum. Plum loses it, regains it, throws it up for grabs. Grabbed by Boston out of the sky, and we're going to have a foul here. No, a timeout taken by Indiana. Fever take a timeout with 1 9/10 left after forcing the turnover. A lot of Fever fans here, and they are loud.
LA never got a shot attempt up.
Left Sims to inbound it. Inbounds it to Hull, and Sparks can't get a foul, and that'll be that. Oh, wait. Egon Abazi comes in and says he saw a foul.
They're going to call it
applied by Plum. So we'll check to see if there's any time left on this one. Finds Mitchell, and the foul applied there. Indiana's lost the previous 3. But on the verge of a big one here tonight. High arcing shot missed. Rebound Hamby, and that'll be that. Wait, they call a reset timeout here. Reset timeout with .1. So legally, 0.3 seconds left. You can call a timeout. That's what Egon Abazi is saying here. So with simultaneous possession and timeout here is what Abazi is saying. They put Turner on the inbound. Alaman inbounds it to Hamby, and so now that'll be that. So the Indiana Fever come into here after losing 3 of their last 4 on the road. They come up with a big road win to begin